Okay, let's continue. So next award is the Right Livelihood Award. Now, if you consider this particular award, which is instituted by the Right Livelihood Society, London, instituted in 1980 by Right Livelihood Society, London. It is most important. See, it is known as alternate Nobel Award. Alternate Nobel Award. So it is given to promote the or what we can consider okay, it is given to recognize the fields, recognize the individuals or organizations in the fields of environment protection, human rights, sustainable development, health, education, and peace. Right. So, if you consider the awards history, right? So, the Right Livelihood Award, it is again an international award in order to honor and support, right, for what it is being given to honor and support to those who have, who offered or offering practical and exemplary answers to the today's urgent challenges. So today, whatever the urgent challenges which we are facing, the practical and exemplary answers to such questions or such challenges, right, are recognized through this honor and support. Fine. So offered practical and exemplary answers to okay, I will write to today's most challenging right or challenges. Fine. So it is being given. Basically, it was established by German Swedish philanthropist Jacob Eukul, and it is presented annually. Mostly in the month of December. Right. So again, it is having an international jury, which we can consider. Right. So that international jury is nothing but the members of the Right Livelihood Board, right? And they will decide the recipients in different fields. So what kind of fields are there? Right. So first, here we can consider the human rights. Human rights. Next is very important, health. Then we have education. We have in this environmental protection, a burning issue. Environmental protection. Then next in this case, you can have a peace. And I think the last category or the field we can consider is sustainable development. Sustainable development, everything comes in sustainable development. Or for our understanding, except these 5 fields, remaining everything will be in the sustainable development. In fact, the sustainable development will always consider these things. Right? Who do not want a healthy society? Everybody wants, right? And in these days, it is right very important. आपल्याला नाही झालं काय हरकत नाही, शेजारच्याला झालं तर चालतंय असं कोणी म्हणत नाही असं, राईट. आपल्याला तर नाही झालं पाहिजे पण शेजारच्याला पण नको व्हायला. So we are always thinking in that particular direction. So the jury is looking for the recipients or the awardees in these different fields, right? Its price is around 2 lakh euros, and I think mostly it is divided among these different recipients. In generally, there are 4 recipients, right? So always keep in mind, it is known as the alternative Nobel Prize, right? So if you consider this particular award, right? So this is the case of the Right Livelihood Award, right? So known as alternate Nobel Award. What, 50,000 or 2 lakh? I think around 85, 80, 84, 85 years. No, I think right, and 50 euros, maybe it may be around 80, 43, 44 lakhs, right? So it is around 86 or 87, 84 rupees per euro, right, if you consider. Anyway, so this is about the Right Livelihood Award. Fine. This is the case which we can consider. Now, next we can consider is years the recipients of that particular award. Anyway, so that's the part of current affairs. Anyway, so next one is Pulitzer Prize. Now this, I think already we have little bit discussed about it while seeing India's first female, right? So no, it was not Pulitzer. I think it was Man Prize, I guess. Fine. So this would be the thing which we have to see. So it was instituted in 1917 and named after the US publisher Joseph Pulitzer. conferred annually for accomplishments in the journalism, literature, and music. Right. So, instituted in 1917, named after the US publisher Joseph Pulitzer, is conferred annually in USA, and given away for accomplishments in journalism. I think arts will get covered in this, right? Or arts and science will be always can be put in literature. So journalism, literature, then music, right? So if you consider this one, right? The awards, right? So as I said, it was Joseph Pulitzer was a US publisher. In fact, he was what I can consider journalist. Right? There is a great story behind it. Right? In those days, nobody was daring to write against the government, and he had started writing against it, and then that had become a big story or the burning issue in those days, and then it was noticed by each and everyone in that particular country, right? So this is what we can see through the point of view of history of this Pulitzer or the Joseph Pulitzer, right? So this particular awards is for the achievements in newspaper, magazine, journalism, literature, music composition, right? I think, but that is, in my opinion, is I, so uh, as I said, it was established in 1917. Fine. You can have the administration in the form of Columbia University. So this is being administered by Columbia University, and if you consider there are different categories, in particular 22 different categories, in which each of the winner will receive a certificate and around 15,000 US dollars as a cash, right? So in this particular, the winner is it's winner in this let's say winner in the public service category is always awarded a gold medal, right? As I said, category. So these are the different things which we can consider. So here, what you have to understand and keep in mind, forget about this one, right? This is for your own interest. Who was the Pulitzer, right? It was started in Khan and Daria Singh from India won this award this year in 2019 or 20. I think maybe 2019, right? So I haven't. Okay, 2020. That's fine. I haven't paid attention on that particular part. And it is conferred annually in USA, right? For the month of accomplishments in journalism, literature, music. Okay, March. That's fine. And the each of these recipient will get the certificate and around 15,000 US dollars. Right. So always keep in mind for journalism, literature, music, magazine. Right. This particular award is being given away. Right. So this is the case which we can consider about the Pulitzer Prize. The next in this list we can consider award number 10. Right. If you see the case. Okay, I think I will write it here. Okay, so the next one which we will consider here is the, I think, UNESCO's Human Rights Award. UNESCO Human Rights Award. Is there Indian famous award in this list? Yes. In this list, not a single. Too many awards are there. Bharat Ratna Award is there. Padma Vibhushan is there. Bharatiya Jnanpith Award is there. Sahitya Academy Award is there. Saraswati Samman Award is there. I think Arjuna Award is there. Dronacharya Award is there. Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award is there. Dada Saheb Phalke Award is there. Right. So, and gallantry awards are also there. So this list is too exhaustive. Right. So comprehensively, this list will cover most of the awards from all over the world, which we can consider. Anyway, let's go through the UNESCO's Human Rights Award. So it is presented by UNESCO, no doubt, for the contributions in the field of human rights. List is too long. It depends on. Right. There may be. No. I think whatever you asked, it was not left. I have kept it back. Once I touch it, I will be covering most of the what we can consider awards of that category, right? So if we go for Bharat Ratna, then we will be going through the Padma Awards, right? So that will be. UNESCO means United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, right? Educational, Scientific, Cultural Organization, United Nations. Fine. So that is the long form of this abbreviation. I was talking about UNESCO Human Rights Award, which is which is given for the contribution in the field of human rights awareness, and it is given every alternate year. Right. So I think the first award you are coming across the whose distribution is every alternate year. Right. So it was, I think, what we can consider. Its main motive is to promote. This prize is given for the promotion of a culture of human rights, right? For the promotion. That is the philosophy, right? Promotion of the culture of human rights. Fine. Though it is in the field of the human rights. Fine. So the this particular what we can consider award, right, is given in for the field of human rights. So the Universal Declaration of the Human Rights, right, which serves to honor the which serves to honor the efforts of organization as well as individuals, right, that have made an exemplary contributions in the advancement of knowledge on human rights and building a universal culture of human rights. So for that particular thing, it is always considered. Fine, which we can consider. Now, the recipients for this prize, right, or the prize winner of the UNESCO Human Rights Award are chosen by the Director General of UNESCO. Right. Again, there will be a short listed list which will come up in front of Director General by juries. And if you consider the jury panel is again of 6 members representing different regions of the world. And as I said, it is awarded every alternate year. Its price is around $25,000, right? And is always accompanied by a trophy, right? So this award is usually announced in the month of December. I think they have a fixed date around 10th of December. So it is a 10th of December. Mostly on 10th of December, the winners or the recipients of UNESCO Human Rights Award are announced. Right. What is 10th of December? We have to again see that particular thing. Presented by UNESCO, given every alternate year. Fine. Then if we consider the winner is chosen by the Director General of UNESCO from a short listed by a jury. Right. So the jury is of 6 members from all the what we can consider different regions of the world. Right. Its price is okay US dollars. Fine. And as I said, winners announced on 10th December. So my question was, what is 10 December? So it is United Nations Human Rights Day. Yes. So United Nations Human Rights Day. That's the reason it is being declared on. The announcement is being made on 10th of December every year. Fine. So that is the case which we can have behind this particular date. If you consider 2019's winner, so I think some Romina from Brazil is the winner of this particular award in 2019, which we can consider. Fine. So again, in this case, what you have to look around, the same thing, right? Apart from these things, no doubt, is there any Indian in that particular list, or who is the latest or the recent recipient of this award? So only these are the three different things. Always keep in mind. Not only for this, for in each and every award, right, which is not given by India or the Indian organization. In that particular, is there any Indian? If not, is there any Asian? If not, right, if not Indian, then Asian. And second question is always, who is the recent, right, or the latest recipient of that particular award? So that is part of your current affairs, what you can call it. Fine. The next one in this list you can consider is Man Booker Prize. This was we have discussed a little bit. Man Booker Prize. This is nothing but a highest literary award for authors. It was established in 1969, right? And it is renamed as Man Booker Prize, as the sponsorship of this award has been taken over by the Man Group, which is an international stockbroker, right? So if you consider this as the Man Booker Prize. So, who was that lady who got this award as far as India's first female? Arundhati, yes. For the book God of a small things. Yes. Formerly, see, as I said, it was renamed as Man Book Prize, so it must be having earlier a different name. So from 1969, it's formerly known as Booker McConnell Prize. Right. From 1969 to 2001. In 2002, it is renamed as Man Booker Prize. Man Booker Prize. And for what it is being given, so the prize is awarded every year, right, for best original novel, for best original novel written in English. Keep in mind, written in English, right, and published in UK. So this prize is significant for a book trade. Once you get a prize, then that winner will generally assure an international renown, fame, and success. Right. Therefore, it is very important as far as that particular author is concerned. Right. So, if you consider, I think earlier there was some dispute about it. Well, when it was incepted, right? So, or from its inception, it was only for the Commonwealth countries or the authors from the Commonwealth countries. For them, it was being awarded, right? But I think recently it has changed, and there was some controversy, and then now that has been become so a high profile